thanks for joining me again. This month's conservation interview is on the orange-bellied parrot. Here I am with Allison, the supervisor of birds here at Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary, and I'll be talking about the sanctuary's role to help save the orange-bellied parrot. So tell me a bit about orange-bellied parrot migration and habitat.
So orange-bellied parrots are found throughout Western Tasmania. That's their breeding ground. They nest in kind of swampy Melaleuca forest. Button grass is a very important habitat for them. It's their main food source. They do migrate after breeding, so they breed in Tasmania during the winter, during the summer months, and then they migrate to the southern coast of Australia, so around South Australia, Victoria during the summer.
So tell me a bit about orange-bellied parrot breeding.
So they are a neothema, or a small grass parrot. Most parrot species will bond for life, so the pairs stay together. And being a parrot, they do require a nest hollow. So that is one of the limiting factors in the wild, is having those reliable nest hollows available for them. Fairly short incubation, around 28 days. The female will stay incubating, the male will help with the feeding of the young. And once the chicks fledge, a few months after they fledge and they've matured a bit, they'll actually migrate to the south coast of Australia.
Amazing.
Yeah, quite a big journey for a little parrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it.
No, I'd rather take a boat.
Yeah, exactly, or a plane.
So how endangered are these guys and what are their threats?
Yeah, unfortunately they are listed as critically endangered, which means that there's probably less than 50 in the wild. The captive population is faring a little bit better, but in the wild they're not doing that great. The main threats for them are habitat loss. So again, being a hollow nester, those seem to be the trees that get cut down more regularly. Predation is a very big factor for them. Cats, foxes, even rodents will take them because they are a small parrot. If they get into the log, they can either eat eggs or chicks or incubating females.
It's quite terrifying because they believe that they will become extinct in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, if things don't pick up, if we can't get a handle on habitat and predation, if the captive breeding doesn't pick up, we could definitely lose them in the wild, yeah.
So what is Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary doing to help save the orange-bellied parrot?
Okay, so we are supporting the captive breeding population. We only have males on display here. So basically they are managed throughout our zoo population, and they're very closely managed. Because of our climate up here in Queensland, we don't really have suitable weather to breed during the hot months. So we help with holding extra birds from the captive program. So these 4 gentlemen in here could get called back into breeding at any time if a suitable female needs to be paired up. So we're basically, one, helping by spreading the word, educating the public on having these beautiful birds and why we need to conserve them in the wild. And also helping by holding cage space. When you think about all the zoos in Australia,
yeah.
If we want to breed a lot of orange bellies to release back to the wild eventually, we're going to run out of space unless everyone jumps in and helps support the program.
So what can the everyday people do to help save these beautiful parrots?
Yeah, so everyday people, I mean, they can have a look at the recovery program online. Sometimes they ask for donations, but most importantly is habitat. Not cutting down any hollows, preserving habitat that's known to be orange-bellied. If they are in Tasmania and they do have sightings, report them. All sightings are really important for the recovery. And also keeping cats and other predatory animals, dogs and things like that, under wraps. So keep them in at night, don't let them wander around where they can get in trouble with our wildlife.
Well, thank you for talking to me, Allison.
You're welcome, Patrick. Nice to meet you.